Hey everyone, it's Salvador, and I wanted to come on here and just say hello and let you guys know what's been going on, a la one happy crafty chick style in her big comfy old chair. Um, just a couple of things of what's going on, why I've been kind of MIA. I'm a little tired, so it may look a little rough. I just got off of work, off of a 10-hour shift, overnight shift, which kind of sucks. But anyway, I digress because I know I complain about that a lot, so we'll go on. Um, I've been in my mainly 2 weeks ago. We were actually out of town. Nathan and I went to go to his grandfather's funeral service, and we actually had to fly to Michigan and then drive over to Detroit. Not Detroit, excuse me, drive over to Indiana. Um, we were and generally when we travel and stuff like that, I'll put out a little video like, hey, I want to be here. Can you guys tell me what's, a nice place to go shop or whatever? But this was time for family, and so that's why you probably didn't see any posts on Instagram or anything like that really for a while. We flew into Detroit, which FYI, most garbage airport I've ever flown into. I know that's mean, and if you're from Detroit, don't get upset. But if you're from Detroit, you know what I mean. It was pretty. It looked like it hadn't been dusted in I don't know how long. The the carpet was really gross, and it looked like it smelled like it kind of smelled like pee. But and the funny thing is, like when you arrive, when you arrive, they're like, hey, I'm so mean. This vlog is gonna be so mean. Um, how you fly in and they're like, oh, your luggage will be in carousel, blah blah blah. Well, they didn't do that. Um, and we're walking, checking the baggage claim, and we found it. It says, flight from Las Vegas. Okay, so we go and wait. It comes on, it turns, it brings out junk, it stops. Comes on again, turns, brings out junk, stops. At this point, we don't have our luggage, so we're looking around. I'm like, okay, well, let's go check the other carousels. Lo and behold, a few later, it says Las Vegas, flight whatever, from Las Vegas, starts spitting out luggage again. I'm like, okay, well, hopefully. So finally we got our luggage, but anyway, we went to the car. It was pretty easy. And we were in a town, in Michigan called Adrian, which is a beautiful little town, which is actually where Nathan, close to, like, a little area close to where Nathan grew up. So I got to see, like, the farmhouse that he grew up on. Beautiful, gorgeous farmhouse. A lot of corn everywhere. Corn, 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 and corn. A house, corn. A barn, corn. And we were laughing because I'm like, look, can I ship one of these farms? They have gorgeous old farms. Can I ship one of these back home? Because that's kind of what I want for our wedding. But alas, you can't fit that in a flat rate box. So the ceremony was in Adrian, and we stayed there for a few days with their family on. If you guys live near Adrian or whatever, we were on staying on Lake Madison. It's a small lake, and stuff. So we were there, and then we drove over to. It's gonna be such a random blah. Okay, just some random blah 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 blah. And then we drove because we got to rent a car. Which, by the way, we got a trainee at the car rental place. Oh my goodness, that took forever. It took us longer to go through security, pick up our luggage and everything, even with the mishaps. It took longer to get our the car rental than to go through all of that. It's like, if someone's offering you help because they see you're struggling, just say yes. Look, I don't know what I did. And here's the funny thing. The funny, crazy thing is we pre-booked, prepaid, everything for the car rental. Like, we had everything pre-booked, selected size, everything, the insurance, everything. All this person had to do was literally just enter our reservation number, our confirmation, whatever, and boom, and hand us some keys. That's all he had to do. Oh my Lord Jesus, it was like somehow I asked him to walk on water to go get me a Slurpee. Like, seriously, dude? Like, wow. But anyway, like, seriously, this is probably like we complain about so many stupid things. So anyway, in Adrian, his aunt had a neighbor who made us a strawberry rhubarb crumble. This is gonna be some randomness, you guys. By the way, I love strawberry rhubarb. I can't handle rhubarb by itself, but strawberry rhubarb pies. We actually go to Boulder City. There's a small cafe in Boulder City that makes handmade pies. The funny thing is, they announce when they have certain pies coming up. Like, you have to call and reserve your pie. Like, because if not, like, you won't get a pie. Like, you can get a slice, but, like, I mean, I'm a fat little kid. Why do I want a slice? What is Nathan and I gonna do? What are Nathan and I gonna do with one slice? Not gonna happen. So anyway, but so we were there, had a wonderful time. I mean, considering the circumstances, I've never met most of Nathan's family on his dad's side. So I got to meet a lot of, like, everybody was there because it was, the family had come together. His dad, his aunt, cousins, all of these people, and they were awesome. And by the way, if you're from Michigan, yes, or Indiana, I have tried Verner's. Okay, is it Verner's? Yes, Verner's. By the way, yes, you could tell I'm from the West Coast because I called it Vernon's, okay? Because someone I was saying something like, "Yeah, I finally tried Vernon's," and one of the girls, she tried his cousin, just was like, "You must be from out of town," and I'm like, "Yeah," it's pretty embarrassing. So yeah, if you tried Vernon's, it's like it's like ginger ale, but delicious-er, okay? Like, I like Canada Dry and stuff like that. This is amazing. Like, if you ever have a chance to try Verner's and you like ginger ale, like, you have to try this. Like, this is the end-all, be-all of ginger ale, okay? I was thinking, what would it taste like with some booze in it? So, anyhow, so I tried that. We had all kinds of stuff. We had, we saw a family, and it was a wonderful thing because I got to meet everybody. So everybody was kind. And then I'm trying to think like where we went to. So then we drove to Indiana because his dad lives in Indiana. His dad lives in a town called Bremen. Now it's spelled Bremen. The way you pronounce that to me is Bremen. Okay, so but I would mess with Nathan. I'm like, oh, we're going to Bremen. He's like, it's Bremen. I'm like, okay, calm down. So. His dad lives in Bremen, but we were staying in Plymouth, at a hotel in Plymouth, in Indiana. So that was neat. We got to see the rest of the family and stuff like that, and hung out with them for a while. I'm going to tell you the different places we went to, and I'm going to probably see if I can stick some little clips and stuff like that and pictures in here. My phone, oh, by the way, my phone died. My phone broke. My phone fell, I dropped my phone, and it shattered the screen. So I was like, okay, I'll fix the screen later, blah, blah, blah. Well, my phone dies halfway through, like, no service, period. In Indiana, I actually had to go buy a new phone. So, this one that I'm recording with right now. I would be recording with my camera, but the battery's dead. Anyway, so, we saw people, we met people there. We went to a little antique, and just kind of, walked around because his brother was there. His brother lives in Virginia. So, he was there, and we got to hang out and stuff like that. I've hung out with him before. If you saw my video with, I think it was called, like, Lemon Smile. It was a picture of his, layout that I did of his nephew when we went to California. We went to a small little town called Carpinteria. Gorgeous. If you ever get a chance to go, go. So, anyway. So we saw a lot of Amish people, and I was going to take pictures, but I mean, I don't know if you know how they feel about, photographs and stuff like that. And I'm respectful to that aspect of, like, I'll take a picture from, like, a buggy from behind or from the side, but I'm not going to take a picture of them, like, full on, like, there's an Amish person. That's just rude because of their personal beliefs. So, we went to Rentown in outside of Bremen or whatever, Rentown. It's a little store, and it's so good. So much food. They make so much cheese. It's so delicious. And then we went across the street to the restaurant. They also, where the old general store used to be, now is a restaurant. We ate there. I forgot the name of it, but we ate there at across from Rentown. So if you guys know Rentown, hey, I was there. We had dinner there. We went to Napanee in Indiana. These are names I've never heard of myself. So unless you're from there, you probably never heard of them. So if you have, awesome, because I love Napanee. Napanee, yeah, and I don't know where these names came from. Napanee is a small town, and they have a lot of little antique shops or little downtown area. Gorgeous. Little downtown area was turned into, like, little antique shops and stuff like that. And then there's one where it was the copper mill or something like that. It was like a mill, copper something. Well, it was like the mill, like a block from the downtown area. So that was pretty awesome. I'm gonna try to inject a little video here where they have this thing called a cue ball clock, where it's like wood, all these wood little rafters and like little things, and a cue ball. There's just like this handle that moves cue balls to the top, and they drop, and it tells time. I mean, like, to the second. No, wait, to the minute. I don't know if it was the second, but to the minute. It was so freaking awesome. And luckily enough, we were just there right before it hit 5 o'clock. So I will put the little video in here if I find it on my phone.
Watch what's gonna do now.
And I always saw it.
No, wait. This is gonna.
This is the big moment.
Yeah, because all those ones on the top two are gonna go away.
They have it behind glass. It was super awesome. And then we saw like where they made in Napanee in that Cops Commons or something like that. I don't know. I'm losing my mind right now. Where's a little? I had a little bag with the stuff. And it has like a little store. It has antiques in there. Oh my god, so many antiques I wanted to get. The prices are crazy reasonable. It was just a matter of shipping them here. You know, that would have been the pain in the butt. And then if they break on the way here. So, you know, that would have been heartbreaking. So I didn't. I only got a few little things. We went to a few little shops. And I actually, the little things you see here, I will show them in the next video. I got from Napanee. Yeah, from Napanee. All that stuff came from Napanee. And I'll show you the mints. Oh, Bremen is actually known for mints. Like, everything has, like, mint bank, mint car wash, mint dealers, kind of mint car dealerships. I mean, not like, you know. Because back in the day, they had mint farms there, and they would supply the mints for, like, the mints. So, we actually brought a big sack of mints from there, and I'll show you guys when I show you this stuff. So, that's been sitting there while I try to clean this place up so I can show you. And we're leaving Bremen, by the way. Not Bremen, Napanee. We're leaving that Cops Commons. Cops Commons? I don't... Seriously, I'll find out what it's called. In the next video, I'll say it right. So I apologize to anyone from Napanee if I... Please don't be mad. So we're pulling out. We're about to move forward. We pull out and about to go forward. And an old lady hits us. An old lady runs into us. Forgive me if I say it that way, but at some point, you really have to take responsibility, you old lady. So if you see this, if you follow me, you're rude. Here's what happened. So we, Nathan pulls that in reverse. Luckily, by the way, we did have the, whatever the insurance covers, like, stupid people on the road. Because we had a stupid person. So we're pulled out. We stopped to obviously move forward to get out. Before Nathan can put the gear in drive, boom, we get hit. So we see, and there's an SUV that pulled out of the space and boom, right into us. So we're like, okay, and you know, he's freaking out, whatever. So we get out, and there's these two little old ladies pretending to be a little older than they are. Because I guess, you know, if you pretend to be a little old lady, you get away with stuff. Well, not today, buddy. So I'm like, okay, we're not from here. We're like, do we call 911? Do we call the police department? Do they have 911? I know that's rude, and I'm sorry, but so I look up Napanee. I get on my phone. I Google Napanee police department. Call them. You know, whatever. They come out. They were super nice and everything. But before they came out, let me tell you what happened. Where I forgot who I was telling them, like, yeah, we pulled out. Like, I was telling them what happened. We pulled out, and this lady just jumps at me, and not like jumps at me. That's exaggeration. She's like, no, I didn't pull out. And then I'm like, then why is your car halfway out of the space on our car? And she's just like, I didn't pull out. I didn't pull out. And then I'm like, and it was funny because I wanted to laugh because adult humor, that just sounds funny. You know, it just sounds funny. So I was like, I was trying not to laugh. I wasn't very successful. But she was insisting that she did not pull out of her space. She was insistent that we backed into her, into their space. And I'm like, I understand that you may not be able to judge distance, but this car is pretty big. I mean, this was a huge SUV. And I have pictures. So I started taking pictures, obviously, while the police came and everything. They were very nice, very cordial. I'm the darkest person there. I didn't get arrested, so, you know. Not all cops are bad, you guys. Hello. If you didn't commit a crime, there's no need to run, FYI. So, I know that's going to upset some people, but in my case, no crime. So, I'm taking pictures with my phone, And everywhere I go and take a picture, the old lady number 2, because there was 2 old ladies. I don't know if I mentioned that. 2 old ladies. Old lady number 2 is following me taking pictures also. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Anything I would take a picture of. So then I was being an ass, and I'm like, take a picture of a tree. She goes and takes a picture of a tree. Anyway, so we took pictures and everything, and their bumper got like boomed in like big time. But I thought it was funny that the lady insisted that she did not she did not back into us, and I'm like, okay, but why is your car halfway out into the area? Like, your big old car is. So anyway, it was their fault, plain and simple. But nevertheless, we did pay for the insurance. Not to worry about that. Best $30 ever spent. So yeah, so we, that was they totally ruined that day. But it was okay. We were still, we hung out with their family. We went to his sister's, softball game and stuff like that. So I got to see all the family. It was nice meeting everybody. It was good and kind, and I loved it. I can't wait to go back and visit again. And when I do, I will put a video like, hey, I'm going to Michigan and there. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I was naughty. I did Google like scrapbook stores in where we were staying, and I forgot the ones that I saw. But I'm like, I'm not gonna go and be like, okay, you guys, I'm gonna walk away from this memorial service for a minute because I need to go buy scrapbook paper. No, hence why I didn't put a video out there, to say hello to the people, because that would have been awesome. So if I do have anybody that watches me in Bremen or Napanee or Plymouth or Adrian, Michigan, so anyway, so on our last day we did go to we went to Notre Dame, and if you guys follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, you would have seen the little outfit that I bought my little fat, chunky, most adorable little nephew, as I call him, the cutest nephew. The outfit I got him was so freaking cute. So the only thing is that my phone, because I have my camera, but it was just easier. You have the phone. Some of the stuff from our trip are on my first phone, on my other phone, and the other ones are on this phone. So they're like kind of mosh posh. So anyway, so we were in Notre Dame. It was gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. They have squirrels in their quad that just like, I have a video where they come up like inches away from my feet. I'm like, either they're going to attack me and murder me, or they're looking to see if I had crackers. I didn't have crackers, so, attack murder would have been the only other option because I didn't have any crackers or, bread to give them or something. So that was gorgeous. We got to see around, like, I've never been to Notre Dame, so that was awesome. What else did we do? I think that's it. I think that's the main thing. Why we were gone. We were gone for less than a week and stuff. But coming back, my craft room was a horrible, horrible mess. Because I left it that way, truth be told. I didn't get to finish. Because the first day we left, like, I worked graveyard. I worked evening. I worked like 6 to 3 in the morning. I got off at 3, came home, make sure our luggage was perfectly packed and fine and ready to go. Went to the airport, went through security, hopped on the plane, fell asleep for like half an hour, and then I woke up. And then flew to Michigan, flew to Detroit, got the car, drove to Adrian, the whole family the whole day. Like, I had half an hour sleep in a 2-day span. It was crazy. But it was I'm glad I got to meet everybody. And if they're watching my videos, hi everybody. Hello. I'm not gonna say their names in case, I don't know, whatever. So what else? So yeah, so I just re-cleaned my craft room. There isn't much of a remodel or redo. I did take out a bunch of stuff. If you guys may have seen, I did a few destashes. I still have some more boxes to go through because those are the stuff that I decided to keep. But I told myself, and you'll see when I do a little video, that on a pegboard, that's all I'm going to keep, embellishment-wise. I bought yesterday, we got a curtain and a curtain rod, a tension rod for the closet, because the closet where I have most of the storage, most of the just, not the pretty cool stuff, I took off the doors because they were sliding glass doors and they were irritating, so I took them up years ago. So I got a curtain and a rod to put up there and stuff. So, and I'll have another video coming up. These are literally, this is all I got, but this video is kind of long already, so I will do that in another video. But that's what's been going on, you guys. My craft room is finally clean. I have surfaces. I have surfaces to work on so I can actually do stuff. I have a few other videos I want to do, but I also have projects I want to do. I would love to do some Christmas stuff right now for Christmas in July kind of thing. This year, I promised myself and I pushed myself, I told myself I will have my craft room decorated for hopefully Jill. If you guys follow Jill Norwood, you guys, she does the most amazing decorations for her craft area. And she, a few years ago, she had this whole curating for Christmas, and it really inspired us because you bring out your Christmas stuff, not just decorations, but your projects, your supplies and stuff like that, and use them as part of your decoration in a way. So it's pretty awesome. So I really want to do that this year, and I have some really cute ideas. Hopefully I can get those done. I have some other videos of other stuff that I wanted to show you that I've ordered and stuff that came in. I can't think of anything else. That's pretty much it, you guys. Just, this place was such a hot mess. I've been so tired at work from when I came back. Because I came back, we came on Sunday, right back to work on Monday. And this place was a hot mess. I barely finished most of it yesterday. Like, I'm at 90% of cleaning it. And I still feel like there's more for me to do. To take out stuff that I'm not using. The destashes were a lot of that stuff, a lot of like embellishments and stuff, like little trinkets and stuff, but I have more stuff to go through. I sent out some racks. I sent out some things that I've told people I've been meaning to send out. I just haven't. It's just been a lot of very busy, and then I think it was like emotionally tough because, you know, I mean, I care about Nathan, and I don't like to see him sad. But you know, his grandfather passing, and the worst part is I never mentioned it, but in April, my grandmother passed in Mexico. So she passed away a day before my birthday. So it was really tough. So if you guys followed me on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and you guys know when my birthday was, like, I really didn't post anything, because that weekend, my grandmother had, like, recently passed away. So, and then with this and everything, so, you know, you never know when it happens. So value your family, you guys. Cherish your family. Cherish your family, because here's the thing. Whether they drive you nuts, whether they're crazy or not, they're still your family. Okay? So, yeah, I don't want it to be all sad and somber or whatever, but that's what's been going on. So I've been a little MIA, but I am back. This place that I call a messy craft room is clean. It is this. I have surfaces. I have things. My mind is just bubbling. I have a little tray that, look, not a tree, a tray, like a little. This is where I've been putting, like, the new stuff that I've been getting that's been coming in. It's just been trickling in, like, seriously, and other stuff. And it's just, I keep it in here right now because I want to know, hey, this is still new. You need to do something with it. And I need to get started on my Christmas stuff, my Christmas thing. This year, our Christmas theme is going to be, because this year I have way more to craft, way more, not to craft, to decorate, because I have my parents' house this year. We're going to be doing my parents' full house. I will do a video on that. I will show you the process. I actually want to do like a speed view of like how I set up their village. My parents' village has like over 100 houses. Yeah, I do that all myself, by the way. All me, by myself. I help Nathan's parents and my sisters this year. We're going to be decorating my sister's house. Because my nephew, my little chunky fat baby nephew. And then our house, the theme this year is going to be, I can't tell you that. The theme, I'm a little tired, you guys. The theme is, what do we say? I think it was like rustic log cabin lumberjack or some junk like that. It's like a log cabin Christmas. Something to that effect. So yeah. And on that note, I will let you guys go. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for listening. Like I said, if you live in those wonderful places, if I happen to have run into you, hello again. When I'm back visiting, I will let you guys know. So maybe I can stop by and say hello. And actually stop by to the craft stores and stuff like that. And, you know, hang out. So yeah, so thank you for stopping by. Sorry I've been MIA, but I'm back to cause a little damage. To cause a little damage to my cardstock, okay? So and the next video you will see is of those few little antiques that I got. Alright, so thank you for stopping by, you guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye, everyone!